From broken to boss babe, my hilarious hustle to the top. Laugh, learn and level up with Afemine. When rock bottom felt like a mattress, I didn't hit rock bottom. I built a full bungalow there, complete with leaky roof, mosquitoes, and emotional damage. Let me paint the picture. I had just lost my job, not fired, just mutually let go, which is HR code for you were the weakest link. Goodbye. I had N1 350 in my account. My data finished during a TED talk. My wig looked like it had been in a fight with a fan. I was broke, emotionally broken, and my motivation was somewhere hiding behind a sachet of Gary. No boyfriend, no backup plan, just me and my bad decisions. So what did I do? I cried, ate banana and groundnut, then cried some more. But somewhere between sobbing and snacking, something snapped, or maybe clicked. I said to myself, you've been a mess in private. Why not be a mess with purpose in public? And that's when I did something absolutely ridiculous. I opened a YouTube channel. I started with shame and small megabytes. The name, Laugh, Learn and Level Up with Afemine. The goal, to share my struggle with style. My first video was filmed on a techno phone stacked on top of 5 books and a bucket of rice. The lighting, pure sunlight and hope. I titled the video, How to Be a Boss Babe When You Can't Afford Pure Water. It was part comedy, part cry for help, part therapy. I didn't even know how to edit. I just talked, told the truth, sprinkled it with jokes, then uploaded. 10 views. 6 were mine. 3 were from my cousin. 1 was from someone in Poland who probably clicked by mistake. But it was up. It existed. And that gave me life. Healing in public is embarrassing. But it works. Week after week, I posted. Sometimes motivational skits. Sometimes real talk. Sometimes hilarious lessons like how to glow up on a Gary budget. Why laziness is a form of witchcraft. The difference between hustling and hustling backwards. I wasn't blowing, but I was growing. One comment said, "You make me laugh and cry at the same time. I've never felt so seen." Another said, "Please never stop." That was the day I stopped waiting for a miracle. I realized, maybe I was the miracle I was waiting for. From Gary girl to digital queen, almost. I started reading, learning, watching other creators. I invested in a cheap ring light. Okay, not invested. I borrowed my friends and pretended it was mine. I recorded more videos, broke down topics like how to monetize your gift before your gift takes your sanity. Why crying doesn't mean you're weak. How to sell digital products when you're still trying to buy data. Soon, I got 100 subscribers, then 500, then 1,000, then the best email ever. You are now eligible for monetization. I screamed, did a dance, then remembered I hadn't verified my AdSense. Life still laughed at me, but I laughed louder. Let me be honest, it didn't become easy overnight. I still had days of doubt. Still had moments where I felt like I was just performing poverty. Still cried when someone unsubscribed. But I also had purpose, a platform, and people who said, I come here to remember I'm not alone. And that was everything. The big break, from that girl on YouTube to full-blown brand. I never imagined that the girl who once cried over soaked Gary and ghosted job interviews would one day be called a brand. Me, a brand? But when purpose meets consistency, and you stay true to your voice, things begin to align. It started with an email. A wellness brand wrote, "Your content is hilarious and empowering. We'd like to sponsor a video." My scream echoed across the compound. I planned that video like it was for Netflix. It was titled, Boss Babe Diaries, How I Hustled, Failed, and Still Glowed Up. The comments exploded. That's when it hit me. This is my thing, my voice, my style, my gift, the rise of the Afemine brand. With fresh energy, I upgraded everything. New channel intro. Welcome to Laugh, Learn, and Level Up with Afemine, where we cry small, laugh big, and grow daily. Secondhand tripod. Motivation Monday playlist. First digital product. How to grow from broke babe to brand babe without losing your mind or Wi-Fi. It sold. Not thousands, but enough to buy data and small suya. A win is a win. When they started calling me Ma, people started calling me Ma. Me? The same girl whose wig once got caught in a ceiling fan? That's what happens when you stop hiding and start healing out loud. I wrote my mantra. Laugh when it hurts. Learn while it heals. Level up regardless. That became my brand. Full cycle, when my pain became a movement. I got invited to speak at a women's empowerment event. Standing on stage, I said, "Hi, I'm Afemine, and I used to believe I was too broken to become anything." I told my story, raw, real, ridiculous, and after my talk, a girl whispered, "I was going to give up today, but you reminded me to try again." I cried, because that's when I realized it wasn't just a YouTube channel, it was a movement, creating the Boss Babe Circle. I launched Boss Babe Circle, a free monthly hangout. We talk, turning pain into purpose, building digital income from scratch, why self-love is not selfish, and how to clap for yourself even if no one else is clapping. We cry, we laugh, we level up. The full circle win. 1 year after starting Laugh, Learn, and Level Up, I stood on a TEDx stage. Talk title: Why Being Broke Might Be the Best Thing That Ever Happened to You. And yes, I ugly cried. Because it wasn't a speech. It was a testimony. Still rising, the Boss Babe Blueprint. I'm not at the top, yet. But I'm far from where I started. So let me leave you with the Boss Babe Blueprint. Step 1. Embrace your mess. Stop hiding your brokenness. Use it. Share it. It's someone else's survival guide. Step 2. Laugh loud. Laugh often. Humor isn't denial, it's rebellion. Laughter kept me alive when life tried to kill my joy. Step 3. Learn like your life depends on it. Use what you have. Ask questions. Watch free tutorials. Never stop growing. Step 4. Level up one brick at a time. There's no magic, just movement. Show up even when it's shaky. Step 5. Find your people. You can't grow in soil that chokes you. Build your circle, or create one. Step 6. Don't stop. Even when tired, even when broke, even when doubted. Keep going. To you, my fellow boss babe. If you're still reading, still standing, still breathing, you're not done. You're becoming. So cry if you must. But then laugh, learn, and level up. Because one day, they'll call you a boss babe. And you'll smile, because you earned every inch of that crown.